Are you tired of boring work outfits? Well, welcome to Corpcore. Hi, I'm Maria, the Maria Fadi on socials, and this channel is everything fashion, a little bit of reviews, and of course commentary. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to be talking about a trend that's kind of reinventing what workwear looks like right now, and you probably know what I'm talking about. It's Corpcore. What is Corpcore? Corporate wear has had so many faces over the years, okay? Let's be real. This look has changed quite a bit over the years, okay? What used to be acceptable back in the 70s, we have a bit more relaxed rules now. You know, you obviously have more business casual, which has been implemented, or it's like more of the face of like the common workplace now, to be honest with you. Business casual is a big thing that's obviously taken over. We've even seen slightly elevated loungewear happening recently due to COVID, but a lot of the shifts that we see that happen in the corporate workwear, like especially for women's style and fashion, that's what I'm specifically talking about today, right? A lot of that has to do with the times, has to do with what's happening around. COVID happened recently, so we have this really interesting spot, right, of something called Corpcore. Corpcore is happening right now. You know, I actually don't mind this core. This is the one core aesthetic, whatever, that I am like, you know what, I'm all for it. You know why? Most people, we gotta work. Okay, you probably have to, at one point, whether you are in a professional space or not, have to dress up to go for either a job interview, go meet someone important, someone that could be valuable in your career, right? That means you're dressing up. That means you are not participating in Corpcore. Okay, so Corpcore is just another way to say office wear. Now, there are some differences because, like I said, Corpcore is the office siren core mixed with a little bit of some slight differences, or like, let's explain it more.
Office siren, corporate fetish, geek chic, Corpcore, business core, among other names, to describe what's happening in fashion right now. That is the prevalence of neutrals, especially the color gray, button-ups, blazers, pantsuits, pencil skirts, and ties on the runway.
So Corpcore is all about blending the official structured lines of your outfit with a bit more relaxed look, something that would be more casual fashions, things that you would associate more with just hanging out and relaxing, mixed with corporate wear. Corpcore modernizes office wears like the blazers, the pants, the shirts. Corpcore modernizes all of that and makes it into something that we now recognize as something I would say is part of our times, okay? We have specific eras. If we looked at the 2010s, there was that business casual look that people would actually wear to the club for some reason. We're making it better, we're making it more comfortable, we're making it ourselves in the 2020s. People adding like sneakers to a really formal like office wear look. You've definitely seen it, like for people who would be in like corporate space and you see them with like a casual sneaker and you're like, Corpcore. That is the definition of Corpcore. If you saw someone with like a graphic tee and a blazer on and then like some maybe business casual type jeans, you know, something presentable for work, that's Corpcore. That all fits into the category of what we're talking about. It's a way for people to add their own individualistic and their own personality to a look that's existed for so long, right? With Corpcore, the key, like I mentioned, is professionalism and comfort. So, because, like I said, we are now post-COVID, right? COVID happened, work from home. Most people were working from home at that time. If not, you know, unemployed, right? So if you are home most of the time, you are in comfortable wear. There's no need for you to get dressed up for no reason. Maybe you would wear a top that was maybe more formal, but then your pants would be relaxed. Exactly. And now that a lot of companies are wanting people to come back into the office, and we're now seeing something that's now being deemed the great resistance, which is people don't want to go back to the office. Why would they? Well, we've seen it work successfully for like 2 years at home. Why would I need to get in my car, drive, get dressed, gas, pay for food? Why would I do all of that? But if I do have to go in, at least can I be a little bit more comfortable? Now, it's not like throwing out the rules of the professional space. It's just being a little bit more comfortable. Like I said, remember, you're wearing a whole outfit and you wear sneakers with it. I've done that. I've gone to work with like trouser style pants, a professional top, and some sneakers, a little bit more casual look, especially on days when I have to go on site visits, or if I'm going to meet up with a friend for lunch. I am not gonna wear my Chanel flats. I've done it before. My legs hurt. They literally blistered and bled a little bit. So it just makes sense to wear sneakers, right? In situations like that, people have jobs that are like that, right? It just makes sense. It's the kind of look that you can go from boardroom to happy hour. And if you know me, I made a lot of videos, shorts, styling videos on how to go straight from the office to happy hour or dinner or meet up with friends or family, something that transitions really well, that's not super professional, but at the same time, it's not obviously unprofessional, right? That's exactly what we're talking about. To me, Corpcore is a nostalgic revival. If you look at the guidelines of what Corpcore really is, it means to dress in Corpcore, right? A lot of it still dates back, like I just mentioned earlier, to the 90s and 2000s and definitely 2010s. Remember, people were wearing business casual to the club. That's not really happening anymore. It's very, very casual to the club now. The times dictate what we're seeing. So the resurgence of the 90s, 2000s, 2010s happening right now has obviously influenced work. With people now working hybrid models, I talk about this all the time. I'm in the office a couple of days, I'm at home other days, and I show you what I wear to the office or show you what I'm wearing when I'm working from home, right? A lot of people in the corporate space or just working in general have a hybrid schedule. So you have to be able to have a closet that can switch very easily, or else you have an outfit or you have a wardrobe that's all corporate. So you don't feel like you're ever off work when you go out. And then same thing, vice versa. It's all party. You don't feel like you're ever ready for work. So a lot of us had to adapt and find that middle ground. And this is exactly what Corpcore is, I guess, stands for. Like, it's that middle ground of both. The new normal has definitely influenced the way we dress. The times, the eras, the economic times, all of that influences the way we dress. Like long skirts because we are in recession times, and more conservative clothing and more neutral palettes because again, people want something that lasts for a long time. We want quality, but at the same time, no one really making enough money to buy as many things as they want to. So you buy a few quality and you move it along. Exactly what's happening. So the times always dictate what we wear. 100%. That's why I said I really like Corpcore, because a lot of us have to work. A lot of us have to balance this too. And Corpcore is just a name for it right now. I just think it's office wear, professional wear. But if Corpcore is what we're gonna go with, let's go with that. You know what I mean? Talk about styling Corpcore, okay? Not that I think you need to style it, because I'm sure if you're watching this video, you probably already have corporate stuff. Now, Corpcore and the office siren, how they overlap. Like I said, office siren is kind of like under the umbrella of Corpcore, right? Office siren is a bit more seductive or a bit more alluring way to dress. So that means like office sirens has a lot more silhouettes. You will see a lot more cuts when it comes to the outfit, lots of silhouettes. So you're seeing obviously shapes, patterns. And I would say the biggest difference between office siren is the silhouetted Corpcore, okay? Because when you really think about it, it's just showing a bit more figure, a bit more alluring, a bit more of a look when it comes to being the office siren. So they're a bit more like, if you have a skirt, you wear tights with it, it's appropriate for work, but it's bordered in a line, sultry but not sexy, right? So sultry but not sexy. So you're like literally on a line, literally. Cause like, what's that, right? Sultry, but not sexy. Different. Siren, Corpcore, they're very similar, but I do feel Corpcore is literally the umbrella that an office siren will sit under. Because again, it's to do with the office space and corporate world, right? Anyway, let's move on. We've even seen labels and fashion houses and runways show office wear as part of their collections, which also, I mean, let's be real, runway and fashion houses are still a big indicator of how fashion is for the rest of the mass, like the general, everywhere from obviously Tory Burch, which is more of the professional woman style, even Prada's men wear was literally like business. I remember talking about it in my other video. Prada's men wear was literally office briefcase, suitcase. So you have a lot of these fashion shows that are even showcasing obviously professional wear, because they know we spend a lot of time in the office, and if they want to appeal to those people, that's how they get to us, right? I remember watching, even myself, I remember in the 2000s watching TV and stuff, seeing Tony Childs and Girlfriends kind of rock that balance and be like, oh my God, if I could have a closet like hers. Or even Giselle Bundchen as Serena in Devil Wears Prada, she was really rocking that office core aesthetic look as well. So it's been around. We all grew up subliminally, like catching on to this, I feel. And now that we are all grown, we want to kind of mimic that look. And why can't we? Because it's still perfectly. We have a lot of like the older mindset kind of leaving the workplace, or people being more open to a bit more flexibility when it comes to workwear now. That those old ideals of like being super stuffy suit to work doesn't necessarily apply for men. And being like having to wear a dress with tights underneath don't apply to women either, right? So we have certain changes that don't apply anymore. And depending, like in Miami, I could wear heels that are open toe heels that are like strappy heels, but at the same time, of course, professional looking stuff. My feet are not a mess, but people wear things like that in the office because we're in Miami. That calls for it. It's a bit hotter. You can wear those things. I'm not saying like Birkenstocks and sandals or something like that. No. I'm saying like looking presentable, but open toe shoes. That's something that typical other women or other professionals might have said, no, we don't do that. But times are changing, right? Environment is different. Like now I'm a professional, right? So even me, I definitely want to tip that balance a little bit because like I said, I have events after work too. I would love to stay in the same clothing. The key, I think, to styling Corpcore is finding your balance. Do you like to wear a lot of blazers? Maybe tailoring them could make you a little bit more office siren Corpcore wear, right? If you love to wear trousers, I love a trouser set, a little slit detailed on the pants. Love a look like that. I might pair it up with like a crop top and then a blazer. I've actually worn that to work. Trust me, I'll show you if I can insert photos and stuff if I can find one. But I wear those things because it's fine. I'm covered up and I still look professional. And what are you gonna take my jacket off? No. So a little bit of shaking it up. Like I mentioned, sneakers, casual sneakers to trouser pants and a button down top. It still looks casual, still looks cool, and I can literally go walking with a friend with it, right? Those are looks that you can try. It's the juxtaposition of like balancing those proportions that's where the magic really happens for Corpcore. That's where you really can see like, oh, this person is really playing in that aesthetic. I think honestly, embracing Corpcore, like I said, is more than a fashion statement. It's more than a trend. I think it's nice that we have a name and title so that you can go on Pinterest and look it up and see exactly what you kind of want to look like. I love that we have that. I love that for us. But we've all been in Corpcore. Let's be real. Like if you go to the office and you also have to balance being at home, you're probably already dipping your toes in the Corpcore. To successfully style yourself in Corpcore, that's a different story. If you want me to show you some ideas and examples, don't forget to comment. But let's be real. I'm sure you're already trying it out. Like you've probably dipped your feet into it. But overall, I think it's a mindset. It's a mindset of I know what I'm doing here. I know how to dress. It's just about switching it up with those slight pieces like blazers, trousers, blouses, dresses. Those could really come in handy. Skirts even could come in very handy for work as essentials to add to your closet. Find the base colors, find the patterns you like and are comfortable with, overlay them with each other, and you'll get something that looks amazing for work, but is obviously professional, but your unique style. You know what I mean? And I talk about this in my rule of one, how you can switch out slight pieces and make a whole look into a style. So rather than being or chasing fashion aesthetics, you become your own style, and people can say, oh, that person's got style because you have your own unique set of rules that you follow when it comes to fashion. You know what I mean? That's really what someone's style is. Their own set of their rules. So once you find your own rules, I think you're thriving. But yeah, I'm really loving Corpcore. Corpcore is like second nature to me. I've been working since I was 17. So, I've been in the corporate space or I had to go to an interview or dress up at one point. I've been Corpcoring for a minute. So I think it's definitely a second home or second way of thinking when it comes to style for me. This trend could be a really great go-to for those people who really live a busy and dynamic life. I hope this has helped you, and until next time.